Hello, welcome to Sattology session again, and I'm really thankful to all of you for the support that you give us and including encouragement. Our Sattology youth programs have been extremely famous, and we are the third batch coming out in the crazy coronavirus times. One country has stood out in this pandemic, and that is Bharat or India. That country has not only produced medicines for the global use, including their recent Coronil came from Baba Ramdev, and also the other medicines and other innovations they have used to counter this pandemic. Now, another aspect today we are also briefly going to cover is the challenges which India faces, and also how it is more important to become a practicing Hindu, adopt Sanatan Dharma principles, and live a life free of any disease and anxiety. Without delay, I'll bring a very popular guest at our show, Dr. Pravin Tiwari. Namaskar and welcome.
Thank
Uh,
you. As always, Aditya, you are doing a great job. I always say, and thanks to all the students out there in America who are listening and trying to understand Sanatan Dharma, the religion of the world religion, the only religion. I mean, I don't want to categorize it as a religion. This is the way how we humans are and how we should live the optimum level of humanity, how to achieve the godlike character, how the Isa or the Christ got it, or the saints in India got it. So you are spreading good things about this world religion, or the greatest thing on the earth. So I'm really appreciating your efforts and the people who are interested in it. Thanks for calling me. Thank you.
so before I start off, there is a lot of propaganda in the political circles, not in the social circles in the USA, against American Hindus. Now, before I clarify, anyone who is studying Bhagavad Gita, anyone who respects the yoga, anyone who respects nature, anyone who respects the Ramayana and Mahabharata, they're all part of the grand Hindu family, and many of you are practicing it. So I really welcome you and thank you for your encouragement. At Sattology, we try to present you facts, and therefore we bring only those authors who are already practicing and who wish to spread the truth about from historical truth about the Sanatan Dharma literature such as Ramayana and Mahabharata. Now, Dr. Pravin Tiwari, you have mentioned today that you were telling me that how coronavirus has been effective. India has fought a very good battle against the pandemic. And you wanted to tell me something about what was the strength and the resilience of the Sanatan Dharma culture and the medicinal aspects or the practical aspects of Sanatan Dharma helped India fight with this menace. So please elaborate.
As you said, Aditya, that pathology always speak about facts and the scientific base of whatever you are saying. Because when we talk about spiritualism, especially scriptures, then people always ask, try to compare it with the modern science, or want to test it on the modern touchstones of modern science. So although I don't disagree with this fact, because that science was far ahead of what you are doing right now, and you have to get a combination of modern science and spiritualism to reach that height, which Indian saints like Sushruta, Chanakya was later stage. If I am talking about the medical science, so Charak, Sushrut, Abhinav Gupta, these were the people who did a great job. Now, you asked a very beautiful question. You are starting on a very great note. that how India is fighting against corona. Just 14 or I mean every death counts for our country. But as far as a comparison all around the world is concerned, the highly dense and highly populated country like India is having only 14 or 15 thousand people dead, while it's spreading like anything. Now we are third or fourth on the list of corona pandemic worldwide. If I'm talking about worldwide list. Now the question is how India is fighting it. India has its in blood, in nature, in culture, everywhere. Recently, Aditya, I made a video and I mentioned few important things. How to should work a lot, and it was about the coronary only. Baba Ramdev made a medicine. He launched it, and then we have watching a confrontation, and really, in a nutshell, if I'm going to tell you the politics, that Modi government took a great initiative, made Ayush Mantralaya for the sake of this thing only. That Ayush Mantralaya sent a notice to Baba Ramdev. Baba Ramdev says that it's a communication gap. Now, Ayush Mantralaya should have done all these things. What Baba Ramdev is doing in his private lab, why Ayush Mantralaya is not doing that? They should come together, do something like that, and present it before the world. That use it. You are making vaccination. We have already got a medicine which will cure all the problems. Now, the big reason why India is able to fight this disease, our immunity system, we are the youngest population, we have youngest people. So 30 or 40% people are, getting into getting exposed to corona, and they don't even know they are developing antibodies. This is India. How we fought with many such viruses. We have a long history of fighting with virus, bacteria, and everything. So that's one reason. Another reason is we have Ayurveda in our lifestyle. We use haldi ka doodh or turmeric milk. We are using turmeric milk. We are using tulsi. I mean, you'll be in a better position to translate it for your viewers. But tulsi, long, kali mirch, haldi ka doodh, everything is there. We have these things in our lifestyle, and these are very very effective in curing flus like influenza, whether and most of the symptoms of corona virus is like a normal flu. Just your breathing, your respiratory system is getting affected by with it rapidly. So if somebody is already having a disease, they are going to caught by this virus badly, or the demise or the death rate would increase wherever people are suffering with one or more disease in early days. So as far as India is concerned, we Indians are habitual of handling such situations. I mean, normal flu and many of the diseases are, people are dying when they are going to hospitals, even in India. Why? Because these hospitals are run by allopathy from the Western world. And Western countries, they have a proper setup. They have norms. They are just going to retain your parameters. They are not doing anything. Your ventilators, your everything, your medicines, everything is just trying to sustain your parameters that you are living. They are not curing it. They don't have any idea. They accept it. They don't have any idea about it. Now we Indians or the Ayurveda Charya in India says it very clearly. We know what it is, why it is, and how to cure it. And even that is also without any side effect. So this side effect is very important. You are having headache, you will get a pill. Now you will start having acidity. Now you will have another pill. Now after acidity, you will have something on your liver. another medicine, then after that you'll get some disease in kidney, no problem, we have surgery, we have another medicine. So many medicine, but there is a long set of medicine. Why you are giving such a medicine which is generating another complication, a side effects to introduce new medicine to a patient. So this is a very important reason why I am telling this thing right now, that in corona pandemic, most of the people in western world, whether it's in Italy or the entire Europe or America, the death rate is high because they are completely dependent, completely. I'm not denying allopathy. I'm not saying allopathy is a bad thing. It's curing people for difficult situations or the critical cases. It is very important. But as far as corona pandemic and flus and pandemics are concerned, epidemics are concerned, the way life, why it is coming, the why virus is spreading out, because our lifestyle is destroyed. So if you'll come to a good lifestyle, or you'll reset your lifestyle, what I mean, in a way, it should be, then you'll be in a better position to cure it. So this is how India is curing it. And as you said, a small mention while I'm wrapping up the first answer, coronary is an important. I'm not going to talk about any brand. Baba should have informed the ministry. Baba should have better communication, as now he's saying that we have a communication gap. So is with the ministry. Why ministry was not aware of such a big and grand launch and everything? So these people together gave a very wrong impression about Ayurveda. Ayurveda has this ability. Ayurveda has this potential. Everybody knows it. We are waiting. I am myself waiting for the medicine. I went to Patanjali store. I asked whether it's coming or not. Is it banned or something like that? Rajasthan, Maharashtra, where Congress government is there, or Congress allied governments are there, they have banned this medicine, the most affected area. So this is the irony of India. We are following, Western politics, Western culture. We are trying to promote allopathy. Big money is involved, and everything is there. And on the contrary, the rest of the world should follow India. They should pressurize us, that give us this medicine, give us this lifestyle, how we can not only at the time of pandemic, but in later stage, whenever we'll face such a situation, we'll be able to fight like you. This is the way how Indian lives.
So let me share some facts about American healthcare system. First of all, healthcare in USA is considered a privilege, not a right. So only the rich could afford, or is designed for people who can afford the insurance premiums. The insurance companies hold the medical physician associations at ransom. And in Western countries, no doubt, American healthcare system is the best, but not in best in the world. Uh, as far as diagnostic skills concerned, I think the Ayurveda and the traditional Indian forms of medicine have an edge over the diagnostic skills of the Western doctors. Also, the Indian doctors are considered 1 in 7 patient is seen by an Indian doctor in USA. And so you can imagine how strong is the control of Indian doctors. And also there is a very growing influx of Arabic and Islamic doctors in USA now from Middle Eastern countries, but the diagnostic skills of those doctors are very limited. And thirdly, you rightly pointed out, there are more people who die because of complication of overdose of drugs than the disease itself. And that is a fact of the American Medical Association. American Medical Association is also promoting yoga and meditation and also vegetarianism as a official policy of the medical association.
I want to add a point, because this is what you are saying. You have beautifully wrapped up the explanation. I try to give your audiences. You must have heard of, everybody you must have heard of Bhopal gas tragedy. Bhopal gas plant, we say in India. MIC, methyl isocyanide, was all over the Bhopal. People were dying. It's a poisonous gas, methyl isocyanide. You just read about it. Thousands of people died just because of that. There was a family. It's a news which was not promoted by 1985. This incident happened in 1984. I was too young. I was in Indore. My half of my family was in Bhopal. My nani, my grandmother, my grandmother, fought with it. Everybody ran away from the home. She stayed at home. This is my real life story. But okay, I'm not going for that. I give you the documented story. A family was there when all the people were, dead around. Everybody was dead around. A single family was survived. They were affected by gas, but they didn't die. Everybody was astonished. So the teams from Russia, Germany, and this is documented. I'm not saying anything. You can go search for it. I recently made a video on Hindi. If you understand Hindi, you can go and check it out. On Web Darshan is a YouTube channel. Satya Ki Khoj is my personal channel. So you can go and check this out. So okay, now let me explain this small incident for Sattology viewers also. That in 1984, this family survived because of one thing, and that was Agnihotra home, Havan. So now people will say, oh, this is again you are saying that no, Hinduism or Sanatan Parampara or home, and you are trying to make it scientific. No, my dear, I am not saying that. Scientists all over the world research on it. Now you say it medicinal smoke. You are using medicinal smoke for the same thing. Now, to astonish you, to give you a surprise, I must tell you, scientists here in India studied, and in Germany also, Yuri Polrick, I'm not getting the exact name of that scientist. I recently study this entire episode. So the two young guys studied the impact of Havan, and one R.R. Nair did a very great research. And I definitely give credit to Dr. Jayashree Saranathan. She has given a complete research on it. You can go and search for her research and you will find everything, whatever I am saying. So I was searching for this before something happened. Agnihotra home is an important thing. So I do it. And I'll always tell you that my worship place is here. These rituals are at my home. Shanknath, home, Avan, these are, it's the part of my life. I never asked anyone why I am doing it. I'm doing it because this is how my forefather lived and I am living that. Now I'm understanding it and I want to make you understand that how everybody should live like this and follow these rituals religiously. You use word religious. This is very beautiful word. Why we use word religiously? Because religion is in our world. We don't ask why we are doing it. Now, okay, in science, ask. But ask when you are going for the research, not just for denying facts. You are just for the sake of denying. No, no, no. Just give me a proof. Why? Somebody would give you a proof. Make a beautiful world. Save your family. Save yourself. And you can do it by just living the way how Sanatan Dharmis live all over the world. What are their rituals? And they are themselves forgetting their rituals. This is a big problem. So these people did a study and they found that while you are putting nine grains, compound grains together, you are getting a medicinal smoke which is having 60% of various alcohols which is contained in hand sanitizers having 60% alcohol. Now this is a factual thing. It's there on ResearchGate. The research paper is published on ResearchGate. You can go and check it out. You can study it yourself. So this is the way how Hindus live their life, but now they are also forgetting. World should learn why home is important, what Gita is talking about human psychology, human power, and they should understand what Vedas are saying about your lifestyle, how 1984 survivors, defeated methyl isocyanide, a gas nobody lived all around, but this family survived. And Russian and Germany scientists, you know, come to a conclusion that they have some different compounds and components in their air area. Nobody is concerned of. Now people are, what you are doing when you are sanitizing? You are spraying something in the air. You're trying to destroy virus. You're trying to defeat virus. But we are already doing it in our life. That's why Indians are in a better position to fight with corona pandemic.
The history of India has shown us throughout the world of the great power of survivability. In fact, they survived the attacks from Islamic invaders and looters. They survived attacks from Christian missionaries who came in the form of British. And they have also survived numerous attacks by the newly created states by the British, such as Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh. And recently, they are also surviving the attacks of China. Earlier, they survived the attacks from USA in the Cold War period. So they have a history of surviving in many situations, and I think the ideology which has helped them survive and persevere against these attacks has been Sanatan Dharma. And I think that is the biggest secret of India, open secret of India. Nowadays, people talk about open architecture. So I'll say the open secret of India, that's Sanatan Dharma. So, but still, there is a minority viewpoint, not the American viewpoint. Majority of Americans love yoga, they love Sanatan Dharma, but there is a small minority who is still stuck in the church and the mosque business. I call it a business because it is built on fear. So, it's a fear syndrome which is making people more less intellectual and more fanatic against Sanatan Dharma, and that's where we see the attacks from. So the attacks, who is attacking Sanatan Dharma, is academic institutions which are totally funded by the Islamists and the leftists, the media which is funded by the leftists and the Islamists, and also the attack is coming from confused Sanatanis from the Hindu community itself, who are on the payrolls of these institutions. So, how do you think that Sanatan Dharma can come out of this quagmire? I call it the ditch, and that too a very wet ditch, a sinking hole. And how does Sanatan Dharma come out of it?
It's a very important question, Aditya, and I'll answer it in one line. Suppose suppose you are a person with full of experience. You're a person full of experience, full of dignity, full of knowledge, full of health, full of happiness. You're a person like this. No, you have to fight a person who is insane, who is wandering at the street, who has nothing. What would you do? Definitely will avoid fighting such a person because we know they are not worth fighting. Simply. So, first, my answer to your question is they are not worth fighting. First of all. Now, they must understand they are our brothers and sisters. They have all the rights to live life like anybody live on the earth. They belong to the same God, same Prabhu, same Krishna, same Ram, whom we do. Everybody. So they have all the rights. And now our responsibility is to make them understand. So your own life, your own character, your own voice, your own words, your own character would definitely attract them. First, you have to become what you are saying. I mean, not just claiming. Hindus are the best, and Sanatan Dharma is the best. Just prove it. Sanatan Dharma has proved it right now in this Corona pandemic. Sanatan rituals prove that everything from doing Namaste to Havan to Shanknath to Ghanta Ghadial and everything, bells and everything, these were very scientific. And if church or somebody else in their religions are having similar things, they have borrowed it from here only. We have proof of, and no problem with it. It is not copyright. This is not the copyright by anybody. That Sanatan Dharmi have all the copyright on these things and nobody can. No, everybody should do good things. But they have, mixed few great thing of Sanatan Dharma with few inferior and bad thing of West, and this is the problem. So now we are having religions which are very complicated, which are rough, which are not mature. These are immature. I'm not commenting on any religion. I respect everybody's feeling. But as far as it's like you are living in a home which is very dirty. You are completely unorganized person. You are going on the wrong path. You are drinking every day. You are consuming drugs and everything. So what should I do? I go and try to make you understand that this is not the way how one should live. Look at me, I am healthy because I am not consuming these things. So, Indian philosophy and Western philosophy, the only difference is very simple. It's very simple to understand. Indian philosophy talks about inner core, a person who is having so many things, everything, every materialistic thing. They are possessing money, home, cars, everything is around, but they are unhappy and unhealthy. So what would you do with these things? These are good for nothing. But people are running for these things. Even in India, they are following the Western way of living. Now, in Western world, everybody goes to church or anywhere just for the sake of these things, or to come out from the depression. And they think that if you want to get mentally relaxed, the worship place is the best place, or the church are the best place. Or many people are going there just for the sake of why you are having it. The root cause of is just running after the materialistic world instead of going for your inner truth. And Sanatan Dharma teaches you or make you understand how to go within, and how a person with two times food and few clothes is sufficient to be happy and enjoy. And if he is getting a third time food or more clothes and nothing bad in it, so he is going to help with someone who is not able to get it for themselves. So helping and feeling enough, the satisfaction and helping others, these are the two key principles which would come in your characters while once you start following Sanatan Dharma.
Now, before we end up, the one last point, and so China, and actually not just China, the history has shown the slaughterhouses, organized slaughterhouses, create viruses. Started from 1493, 1371. This is the first case of viruses coming to slaughterhouses was the French markets, Paris, and then the second case was London. And many times the cities have been wiped out due to these organized slaughterhouses. uh, if you look at any incident, like the entire American, North American, South American population wiped out because of chicken pox, came from the again the slaughterhouse, and which is called smallpox later on, which is because the animal is small, that's why it's called smallpox. And so these have originated, and India has fought against them because of Sanatana Dharma culture, because we don't have I mean, now because of various modern copycatism in India, and so they've opened slaughterhouses there. But slaughterhouse is the biggest disservice to human mankind, and where you put the animals in inhuman conditions for consumption purposes is unclean. It creates viruses, and also it creates if like it's a very violent system of against the poor animals who should be protected. So India Sanatan Dharma has protected them and also given a cure to fight against the viruses. But Sanatan Dharma has to also answer the source of these viruses, which is organized slaughterhouses. Last question to you, and please comment on that.
Very true. First of all, Indian slaughterhouse, as far as I have discussed it with many ministers. Once you will get a chance to interview them, so you definitely ask. You are protecting cows and slaughterhouse are going on in India. So these are meant for export. You always ask me, Aditya, that what you can export, what India can export. So as far as meat consumption is very you understand in Europe, America, the meat consumption is like any. That's why people are dying. But if they demand it, whether India will supply or China will supply, one should stop eating it. So most of the slaughterhouse are working as exporter in India. In Indian public is not able to afford meat or something like. People are there who they have. I mean, I know my Muslim friends who says we are not able to afford it. I know such people. They want because religion is teaching them that you should eat it, and they don't know uh, whether to deny or to follow. And once you will start eating it, this is all about habit. If you start feeling healthy after eating something, then you'll realize the importance of vegetarian food and how you can survive. Why you are living is the most important thing. You have to understand why you are living. What is the purpose of your life? If you are eating some, if tongue is the only thing, you are living for taste, you are living for comfort. This is not the purpose, my dear. You're not here for enjoying comfort. Once you die, you'll have eternal comfort. Don't worry about it. You'll have eternal comfort. But once you are having this opportunity of being human, to think about something, to enjoy this moment. So you need to understand the real meaning of enjoyment. It's not in these five senses. पांच इंद्रियों में नहीं है. So these five, the Indian concept and scriptures are talking about these five senses only. Come out of it. Come out of it. So food is just small thing. Whether it's vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Of course, non-vegetarian is harmful like anything. Every virus, bacteria is coming just because of such silly people like Chinese. They are eating anything. They are still inhuman. They are living like animals. I don't consider them as a human also because they don't know. And you have Aditya, just to wrap up the talk. You mentioned China. China is worried. China is afraid like anything. Why? Because there could be anytime the public would revolt. There will be a revolution in China. Unemployment is 20% now. Now they are becoming poor like anything. Everything is destroyed for China. China is not fighting with India only. China is fighting with Taiwan, Vietnam, Japan, and Hong Kong, and of course America also. He is doing it with everybody. He is not in its senses. China is afraid like it is afraid like anything, and India is just trying to protect our land, and we are no more we are not going to entertain China anymore, and the world knows now that what China exactly is, and as you told that this virus is come out from China, so to understand the importance of vegetarianism and non-veg, how harmful non-veg is. you have to just look to the condition of China. It is just because of their habits, and the biggest bad habit is to consume non-vegetarian food. They don't have brain and health either.
So thank you so much for this discussion today, and many viewers have many questions. But I'm going to say that as far as China goes, we'll have a separate discussion with Dr. Pravin Tiwari, and in detail. Some of you have questioned about the recent military standoff, but I can tell you one thing, that India is a strong country, and they can take care of their own issues. As far as we Americans goes, we have bigger things to worry about America, and so India has fought against enemies for thousands of years, and it is the only country which has defeated all its enemies, including the Mughals. And so I'm not worried about India much, and I'm worried that America is a young nation, 300 years old, and so we should be more talking about how the leftist ideology is eating up America as we know it. So thank you so much. And I know we have become very bold in last few days, and speaking more openly, but just the need of the hour. And I myself, I like to put the strongest words in the sweetest way, just as the babies do. So thank you and namaskar.